Hi everyone, it's Nadine from Nadine Walks, and I'm here today for the first time in what feels like a while doing a recorded video from my home. I just finished putting out, editing, publishing all the videos from my daily stages on the Camino that I did this past summer. So if you are following along, if you've been watching a lot of videos, you probably recently saw that I just posted the last one. So because I am finally done sharing that journey, I know it's months later. I walked in the summer, I finished in August. It is now, at the time of this recording, December 1st. It took a little while to put those videos together, but I'm kind of looking forward to being back here and recording some videos more in real time and just sharing more information about the Camino, doing more informational stuff, just kind of being back here with all of you. But the point and purpose of today's video, it's actually a celebration. I wanted to sort of celebrate the fact that I am very close to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. And I think, actually, I'm not sure where I am at the time of recording. I meant to check. Last I checked this morning, I was at 9,953 subscribers. So I'm closing in on 10,000. And 10,000 just feels like a really big number to me and just kind of deserves highlighting and a bit of celebration too. And because of that, I wanted to do two things actually in this video. One, I just sort of wanted to reflect on being a Camino YouTuber or a YouTuber who shares her long walks. And I also wanted to do a bit of a giveaway. So I'll talk about the giveaway kind of more toward the end of the video. For now, I just wanted to talk about kind of what it means to me to have 10,000 of you subscribe to this channel, a lot of you watching these videos. It feels kind of unreal to me. And I think I say that a bit because, I don't know, I feel like a very reluctant YouTuber. I almost feel strange calling myself a YouTuber, but the truth is, for the last about 3 years, I have been making videos and putting them on YouTube for all of you to watch. And I now have quite a number of subscribers and people watching them. So that makes me a YouTuber. It does. But I think I call myself a reluctant one, well, for a couple of reasons. It's kind of funny. When I started making YouTube videos and posting them, I actually hardly watched YouTube at all, which is one reason I'm laughing. It's unusual. I just always kind of consume my content in other ways. I read a lot. I followed a lot of blogs. I just didn't really spend much time on YouTube watching videos. But I think what changed for me, and really the reason I got into all of this, was actually COVID and the pandemic. So like most of you, in 2020, we didn't do much traveling. I didn't travel. Summer is my main time to travel, to do a long walk, and I didn't get to do that in the summer of 2020. And then as we entered really that first winter of COVID, that was when I was kind of drawn to finding YouTubers who had walked the Camino. I remember the people that I followed was Sarah Duma, and she's still creating videos, and I always follow when she posts new stuff, but she has been on a number of Caminos and other long walks around the world, and she was just doing daily posts from her journeys on YouTube. And I just kind of went back through her content and just kind of got sucked into it, and it was really entertaining to watch her daily stages and the short videos she put together. And then I followed a few others, and it just kind of filled that void that I was feeling at the time. I was missing the Camino, I was missing walking, and I was like, oh, this is pretty entertaining watching these videos. And, that got me thinking a bit about creating my own videos. And again, that first winter of COVID, I had extra time on my hands. And so I went back to previous videos that I had taken on my Camino. So I looked at my 2019 trip when I was on the Camino Aragones and then the Norte to Oviedo. And I had taken a bunch of just video clips. Mostly at the time, it was for Instagram stories. I was kind of posting there a bit. I hadn't taken that video with the intention of making YouTube videos, but I still had all those clips, and I just thought, oh, what if I just put them all in iMovie? I'll teach myself this app. I'll learn about editing and adding music and all of that. Let me see if I could put a video together. So I did that with my Camino Aragones videos, and I think those are really the first videos that I posted to this YouTube channel, and that was I think in January, maybe early February 2021. And from there, I did the Norte videos and I kind of liked it. Like, I really had fun learning this new skill, putting together the videos. It really, to me, was another way to share my stories. You know, up until then, I think ever since I've been walking Caminos, I've always wanted to share the stories and the journey in some capacity. And I have a blog. I still have the blog, I just haven't been writing on it very much or posting very much lately, partly because I've been doing these videos. But ever since my first Camino, I was blogging, and that's at NadineWalks.com. On Instagram, I share photos, but I've also recently kind of been doing these shorter blurbs that I share to Instagram of like my daily walks and the daily stages on the walks. And I found that putting videos together was yet another way to share stories, but it was a little bit different. And it combined some storytelling, but also like the kind of photography just in a slightly different way. It's capturing video. And so I just really got into it. I think really that first year, I didn't have that many subscribers. I was closing in on 1,000 subscribers in April 2022. And that's when I went to walk the coastal Portuguese. And I remember I was right around 1,000 subscribers, and that felt really exciting to me because, again, 1,000, it's like this milestone. And then since then, so it's been a little more than a year and a half, I'm now almost at 10,000 subscribers. And it's just incredible to me. And I should have led with this, but I just want to thank you all so much for truly being here and watching these videos and following along. I know not all 10,000 of you are watching every video, but I have to say, I look at the numbers when I post new videos, and a lot of you are watching these videos, and a lot of you are commenting and liking them and engaging with the videos. Even if you aren't, I know that you're here. And just the fact that you're taking the time to watch these and follow along, it means so much to me. And it's a pretty special thing to get to do. And I appreciate it so very much. So it's now been really fun as I go to the Camino to know that, oh yeah, as I walk each stage, I want to take video and then eventually put it together and edit it and post it and share it here on YouTube. You know, since I'm kind of making this video and reaching 10,000 subscribers, I'm just reflecting a little more on sharing here and what I share and how I share. And, you know, I think what really makes me happy, and I think the reason I've gotten into this and want to continue, is that I think I've found a way to share my Camino journey in a way that feels really natural to me and in a way that I'm really comfortable with. So there is a lot of room for improvement. Like I've learned a bit about editing, but there's a lot more I can learn. My skill isn't super great. There are definitely things I can improve. My equipment is so basic. I'm using my phone right now. In the last year, I've been just editing everything on my phone, just using the iMovie app. I'm getting a new computer soon, hopefully, and hopefully I'll be able to do more with that. But I have to say my setup is pretty basic. I'm using my phone. I have a selfie stick when I'm on the Camino that I sometimes use, but this past summer it ran out of battery halfway through. So basically I don't have the equipment that a lot of YouTubers do. It's pretty basic, but I figure something is better than nothing, and it's what I've got, and I'm able to make videos with this. So that's kind of what I'm bringing. And then I think about what I'm sharing in the actual walk of the Camino. And I know I'm not hitting on all the cultural points and the history of a route or eating really good meals or even describing the terrain as well as some other YouTubers do, but I am just kind of capturing in the moment how I'm feeling. I think you get a lot of that. Am I tired? Am I energized? Have I had enough coffee? Have I found my walking stick yet? And I reflect on that a lot, kind of the ins and outs of the daily stages of the walk. You know, I've gotten a few comments over the years and even recently of people who wonder a little bit about my inner journey when I'm on the Camino. And I think it's a fair question. You know, am I on a pilgrimage? Is there a reason I'm doing this? Or am I just out for a long walk, which is totally fine. And I think, I know for sure when I'm walking a Camino, I am on a pilgrimage, and I do have quite an inner journey happening. a lot of reflection and thoughts and a lot of stuff going on when I'm walking. And I don't tend to share that as much. And I think in some ways, it's also why I regard myself a bit as a reluctant YouTuber, because I'm a pretty private person and by nature, I'm very shy. So it just makes me laugh that I am sharing some of my life with an audience on YouTube. But I think, sometimes as you watch these videos, you'll hear every once in a while me maybe get into some of the more internal stuff or really reflect on a certain topic. For the most part, though, I am just kind of sharing how I feel and what happened today and what's the adventure. And that feels for now pretty good to me. I think, and I hope enough of me comes out in these videos and that you get to kind of know who I am and what I'm about. But, I think it's also okay. And maybe this is just more a little personal reflection as I think about sharing on YouTube. I feel okay that I don't share everything. But I think maybe, and as I move forward, there could be a little more room as I walk a Camino and as I take these videos to share a little bit more about what's going on inside and maybe what I'm thinking about on a particular day or kind of working through. So stay tuned. That's a possibility as I continue with this. But I think for now, I really love sharing my daily stages when I'm on a walk and creating a video from each stage. And then kind of as I'm doing now, when I'm done with the Camino, I have this kind of long off season. And during when I'm not walking a Camino, and during this time, I like to do more stuff like this and some informational videos, because I have been walking Caminos for almost 10 years and I've learned a lot in that time. And I've done, last year I did a series of question and answer videos. I might do a few more of those, but I'm just trying to think more of topics of just kind of information about the Camino that I could share that could be helpful to all of you. I hope this channel can continue to grow a little bit. Mostly, I hope that the people who could benefit from watching these videos will find this channel. And I hope all of you continue to stay. I don't get to respond to every comment on these videos. It's something that, I want to, it's one of my goals to get better at, especially when I'm not actually on the Camino. When I'm walking a Camino, it is pretty hard for me to go in and respond to all the comments. But I think when I'm not on the Camino, I can do a better job of responding to everyone. Even if I don't respond to your comments, I just want you to know I read every single one of them. Each one I sit with, I read it, I feel it, I appreciate it so much. And I know I said it before, but even those of you who are watching and don't leave comments, I know that you're here. I appreciate and value your time so very much. And I can't do thank yous, especially when it comes to YouTube and these videos, without thanking my patrons. So I have a Patreon and I have a great group of people there who have pledged a monthly amount to just support the work that I'm doing. And I just think it's incredible that anyone is doing that at all, pledging anything to kind of say, hey, we appreciate this so much. We're going to give you, a few bucks a month or whatever it is, to just say we love it and we want you to keep doing it. I recently added a PayPal link, and a few of you have just chipped in a few dollars toward my Cafe con Leche fund, which is so appreciated. And I don't say that kind of lightly, that the Cafe con Leche fund is what I use this for. I do actually, any money that I get in support of this channel, I put it into a separate fund. And I truly am using that for coffees on the Camino. And if you have been watching these videos, you know how important my coffee is. You are actually truly fueling me on the Camino, because I think I posted a couple of videos this past summer when I didn't have my morning caffeine and I was really dragging. So any support does go right back toward my work on these videos or my actual time on the Camino. So to kind of say thank you, to mark this milestone of 10,000 subscribers, I wanted to do a little giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway before. I'm not really sure. I haven't been sure in the past what I would give away. And I was thinking about it. I wanted to do something. And so I decided to print a photograph, a photo that I took this past summer. And, taking photos on the Camino, it's also a really big part of what I love about walking a Camino. Photography has been important to me for a long time. I really love it. I love taking photos on the Camino. So I printed out one, and I'm going to give one lucky winner this photograph, and let me show it to you. So this was a morning scene. This was on the Camino Aragones. I can't remember which day it was. I can get more information for you. I should have looked that up before I started this video, but I wanted to capture, or I wanted to share with you, when I thought about which photo I wanted to print out and give away, I wanted to do something that sort of just represented one of my favorite parts about walking a long distance trail or walking the Camino. And this was a moment on a day that I had woken up a little before sunrise and I started to walk, and I got to kind of watch the sun slowly rise in the sky as I walked, and the colors were just so soft and beautiful that day. I was walking on the Camino, and across the road I kind of looked over to my right and I saw this scene. Like, this was on the other side of the road, and it's just, with the way the light is behind the trees and the mountains in the distance in the background, just the way the light was hitting this field, I thought it was stunning. And so I crossed the street, I snapped the photo, and sometimes when I take a photo, I just get this feeling like, ooh, I got a good shot. And I had that feeling that morning. And then I shared this on Instagram and I think on Facebook, and several people commented and said that they really liked this photo. So I thought this could be a nice one to print out and send to one of you. So it's an 8x10 photo. It's not matted or framed, but it easily could be. I like the quality of the print. I think it's kind of nice, and I hope that you like it too. So if you are interested in a chance to win this photo, I'm just gonna do a random drawing, but I would ask that you comment on this video. So you could just comment anything and I'm just gonna automatically enter you into the drawing. Or you could answer the question of, where do you want to walk in 2024? And that, you can answer that. That could be a Camino, it could be a big walk, you could travel to get there. It could be, I wanna walk more around my neighborhood, I wanna explore a local park, I wanna start walking to work. Whatever it is, where do you wanna walk in 2024? And I will, in a future video, share some of the places I wanna walk. I haven't made any plans yet for next year, but I have all sorts of ideas. So put a comment in the video below and I'll enter you in a drawing to win this photo. I would like to get to 10,000 subscribers before I call for the winner. I'm hoping to get there in about a week. So I'm either gonna plan to draw for a winner next Friday, which I think is December 8th, or if I'm not at 10,000 subscribers yet, I'll wait until I get there. But I would say in the next week or two, I will plan to draw for a winner. So write a comment below, and hopefully I will be able to be sending you this photo. So I think that's all I have for today. Thank you all so much for being here, for following along, joining me on the Camino, even when I'm on a route that's pretty isolated, like I was this past summer. I spent a lot of days walking alone. It, might sound corny, but I truly didn't feel alone because I was taking the videos that I knew I was going to put together and share here, and it felt like I had this little like Camino family with me that I was carrying along, and that's all of you. So thank you so much. I am happy to be here, to be continuing to film these videos and share them with you, and I'll be back soon. Buen Camino.